Jumbo, everybody. This is Nick from Magical News Live, and I hope you're all having a wonderful afternoon. I usually don't go live. I'm looking for my water. Here it is. I usually don't go live on, just a Saturday at 1 p.m. This is kind of a weird time for me. I usually do Saturday at 3:30 with some interviews, but I have a big announcement I want to tell you guys. That's something I've been looking forward to telling you guys for a very long time. I've just been waiting for the perfect time to announce it, and of course, I think today is the perfect time. So hopefully our connection sticks through and we have a good connection. If it lags for any reason, I will work through that as we go. But welcome in, everybody. Be sure to leave us a chat message also. I'm going to pull up the chat on my phone too, just so I have it here as well. But leave a message. Let us know you're here. We're going to have a great time today. And of course, I'm not just going to jump into it. I'm not just going to jump into it. I'm going to let some people join in because you know how it takes the notification a few minutes to go out. So let me pull up my chat on my phone. I also have it on StreamYard, but that one lags a little bit. So welcome in, everybody. I have 39 people in here already. Awesome. So we have a big announcement, of course. We're going to get through that. I'm going to say that one at around 1:10, maybe a few minutes after, because, have the notifications go out. It'll take people a few minutes to come in. So if you're holding on to the edge of your seat, it's a pretty big announcement too. It's not something just little, but if you're holding on the edge of your seat, you're gonna have to wait just a few more minutes. I want to let some people come in here so I don't have to repeat it 1,000 times throughout the stream. But welcome in, everybody. I'm going to, how can I do this? I'm going to read the names this way. I think that might work. Hold on, stand by. Okay, I probably should have prepared this, but here we go. I'm going to read the names this way. So welcome in, participants. Here we go. Welcome in, Big Disney fan, Kath E.G., Davey, Disney, Steve, Donna Jaworski. Welcome in, Donna, Alyssa, Neil, Ellis, Harry Chest. Welcome in. It's Joey's World, Janie B., Joyce, Julie, Kathy. I think that's Kidani. Welcome in, LSU Mom, Emily. Hope you're having a great day. Jeffrey Pop, welcome in. Janie B. I think I said hi to you, but if I did not, welcome in again. MH Bauer, welcome in. Miss G. Pamela, Rob Fuzz, Rose, Russell, Samantha, Sandy Pandy, Theme Parks After Dark, Tiki Man Fan, Tina McNeil, welcome in. Tina, Todd B. And I know we're going to have some more people coming in here. Disney Steve, Angela, welcome in. So I know we have some people coming in, and we are going to obviously let the notifications go out because, those can be delayed a little bit, and I'll do the announcement in just a few minutes. The first thing, we're going to go over a bit of Disney news. So this is kind of like a news and announcement stream. Let's go over a bit of Disney news while some people are jumping in. So the new Disney Park Pass system is the new system where you can get park reservations. It has been confirmed by Disney that annual pass holders will only be able to get 3 reservations at a time if you are not on property. If you are staying at a resort, you can get as many reservations as your resort allows. So let's say you have a resort at the Poly for 7 days. You can get 7 reservations if you can understand that, if that makes sense. It also is going to be done, I think they've said, via the My Disney Experience mobile app and or website. And people who have resort reservations can start booking their Disney Park passes on June 22nd. If you do not have a resort reservation, you're an annual pass holder, you can do that starting June 26th. And if you are not a resort reservation person, you don't have an annual pass, you're just a regular ticket holder for the day or a week or whatever, and you're staying off property, you can do those starting June 28th. DizJabber71, welcome in, guys. If you've not subscribed to DizJabber71, Christian, he has an awesome channel. Be sure to go subscribe to him and let him know we sent you. He also did some trivia streams too, which are a lot of fun. So Craig's Robotics, welcome in. Joyce, welcome in. Jersey Mike, I'm trying to get as many names as I can. Wendy, welcome in. Brian, and I apologize if I do miss anybody. John Morgan, Resortland 101. Fred, Miss Amy, awesome. I know there's a few names I'm probably missing. I do apologize about that. What else? So also, complimentary Magic Bands will be discontinued for any resort packages starting if the resort starts on January 1st. So if you have a reservation for, if you have a reservation for, this is what I'm understanding. Rob Fuzz, welcome in as well. If you have a resort for December, I believe you can still get your Magic Bands. It's for January 2021, so it's a little bit away. And if you can either A, buy a Magic Band, B, I think they've said you can use an existing Magic Band, or C, if you don't want to buy or use an existing Magic Band, you can use a Key to the World card. So that's what you can do. And yeah, Disney Steve, thank you so much for becoming a YouTube channel member. I really appreciate that. Our channel members, which I'd love to give them a huge thank you. Channel memberships are 100% optional. You never have to do it. You never have to super chat or donate or anything like that, but they are 100% appreciated. So Disney Steve, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. I really do appreciate that. Disney at Boiler Up, welcome in. I'm at Holiday World in Indiana eating Dole Whip today. That's awesome. I wish I was eating Dole Whip today. So for those of you asking who the big announcement is, as you know, that's one of the reasons you came here. I'm going to announce that at a little bit after 1:10 because you know how those notifications like to go out a little bit late sometimes. So I want to give everybody a chance to come in here. If I just announce at the beginning and then people came in later, it wouldn't work that well. I think Magic Bands have batteries in them, so I wonder how long they last and if they are replaceable. I know you can, even on eBay, I'm sure you can get Magic Bands and stuff like that, but they aren't that cheap. Like if you just want a basic Magic Band, they're, I think, maybe $12. I mean, not terrible, not the best, but hey, we can work through it. Dale Landry, welcome in. He says, I ordered free Magic Bands yesterday for our December stay. Yeah, I actually got a Magic Band that shipped yesterday with my annual pass, so thankfully they are still doing Magic Bands, and I get an extra one of those sliders, which is really fun. Yes, I'm so excited Spaceship Earth is open. And that's one of the things I was really wondering about too. Like, okay, the parks are closed. When they open, can they just open Spaceship Earth? Because I want before, and I'm happy it's going down for a refurb. I mean, it's a little outdated. I think it could use a refurb. But I also wanted to know it was my last time in it. Like, I wanted to be like, okay, this is my final ride. I have to take everything in. I didn't want to just go on it and like, sorry, we're not opening again. So I'm really glad that they're doing it. And they are postponing the refurbishment. Also, if you go to several of the major Disney blogs, Disney has announced every attraction that will be open. What's not going to be open is most shows with live actors, and you actually have to have contact with the guests and stuff like that. I think it's Frozen Sing-Along, Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor, the Beauty and the Beast show, Voyage of the Little Mermaid, because they all have live actors. The Up Great Bird Adventure has live actors. It's just little shows like that. But a lot of indoor shows that do not have live actors, like PhilharMagic and there's a few other things. And I think the Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy, those are going to be open with obviously promoting that social distancing inside. And obviously for those of you who do not live in Florida, our numbers are going up sporadically. I think we are constantly every day reaching a new high of COVID-19 cases. So we are really hoping that the numbers start to go down soon and that the theme parks can officially open without a worry. So with the announcement, which I'm going to announce in just here a few minutes, so hold on to the edge of your seats. I'm also going to talk about our fundraiser streams. For those of you who are new to the channel and you might not know, we do fundraiser streams on this channel. Once every year, we will do a fundraiser stream. We do an annual event for the Vascular Birthmarks Foundation called the VBF Give Back Night. We usually do that during a Halloween party or a Christmas party, obviously with the Halloween parties being canceled, which does make sense because, you know, there's parades, fireworks. So I get why Disney did cancel that. With the Halloween party being canceled, we can't obviously stream it during a Halloween party. I am going to talk about that a little bit later after the big announcement. So stick around for that because we are coming up with another plan with the organizations I do work with for those. But without any further ado, I think I'm ready to tell you guys. If you guys are ready, give me a drum roll or a drum emoji or a thumbs up emoji, whatever you want, because I think I'm ready to tell you guys, and I'm hoping you guys like it. And I also have my chat up on here. I don't really need it on here because technically it is on the computer. So yeah, if you guys are ready, give me a thumbs up, a drum roll emoji, whatever you'd like, and I think we'll start to go through with it. Now I'm not using OBS. I'm just using regular good old StreamYard. So Extraordinary, welcome in. So yeah, just using that. And if you have to jump out for any reason after the announcement, I do encourage you to stick around because I'm going to talk about a few more updates and things like that. So if you need to stick around. If you need to jump out, I encourage you to come back and watch the replay. Also, if you'd like to, you can follow on social media. All those links are in the description as well. Awesome. So I see a few thumbs up. I'm going to wait for a few more. I mean, obviously, I'm going to tell you guys. How could I not tell you guys with how much we're doing today? Thank you once again to our channel members. Those are 100% optional. We do never require those here. You guys watching is just enough. Okay, I see plenty of thumbs ups. How's the weather in Florida? It is good. I'll actually tell you the weather, and then I'll do the announcement. And you're all probably like, don't say the weather. We want the announcement. It is 91 right now, and it feels like 102. So pretty warm out. You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, so here we go. So for those of you, well, I guess you can't see it. I'm not wearing a Disney shirt. Usually on my streams, I wear a Disney shirt or some form of a Disney shirt. Today is not one of those days. So for those of you who do not know, when I started the channel, the name was Magical News Live. It was always intended to be news. That's always what I wanted to do with it. I wanted to do news videos and streams just talking about the Disney news, which I still kind of want to get back into. But for right now, at least when the parks are open, I have to say when the parks are open, I do park streams. I do live streams from the parks in real life, and they're a lot of fun. I love doing it. It's one of my favorite things to do. Just stream from the parks for you guys. And I've been thinking about how I can bring that news back. How could I bring the news back that I want to do? Now, there is another theme park down the road called Universal Orlando Resort. It is a theme park resort that comprises of three theme parks, two theme parks, and one water theme park. The two theme parks at Universal Orlando Resort are called, let's see, they are called Universal Studios Florida, I think for just 1 second, and the Islands of Adventure. And the water park is called Volcano Bay. Universal opened their gates to the public on June 5th for all of their water parks. I have been many times, and I will admit it, I am a pass holder to Universal. I do like Universal. There are many things that I like about Universal. There are many, well, you guys are saying spit it out. I do need to, of course, rev it up because I can't, if I just spit it out, there's really no explanation. But anyway, let's continue. So I am a pass holder to Universal. I'm a preferred pass holder. I like going to Universal. It's not Disney, though. That's the thing. My heart will always be with Disney. I will never, just go exclusively Universal and not go to Disney anymore. It would take a lot for me to do that. So, with that being said, every time I go to Universal, obviously because that's open right now, Disney's not, I want to report stuff to you guys, but I don't like doing it on my Magical News Live page because Magical News Live for me has always been just Disney. It's always been Disney. I've never wanted to do a Universal stream in this channel or any other park on this channel. It's always been Disney. I've done Disneyland, Disney World, and I want to do more in the future. And while I'm saying this, I also want to say nothing is happening to Magical News Live throughout this announcement. Magical News Live is still going to work the same exact way it is. But obviously, you can probably tell where I'm going with this. So I have been thinking, I've been working with a lot of people, and we got to thinking, why isn't there a second part to Magical News Live? Why isn't there something that we can dive into the world of Universal? And we got to thinking, well, could you do a new channel just about Universal? And I said, well, I don't really want to do a new channel about Universal because my channel is always about Disney, and to manage a whole other channel would just be crazy. It would be crazy to manage two channels at once. I love what I'm doing with Magical News Live right now. I never really want to get rid of that for any reason. So we got to thinking, well, you've always been in, the people I've talked to, you've always been in the news category. Your channel is called Magical News Live. So why don't you do another brand, not a channel, a brand? So we got to thinking, well, you like Universal. You don't like it as much as Disney, but you like Universal. And I'm reading your comments, by the way, as I'm saying this. No, we are not renaming this channel. This channel is Magical News Live. This is Disney. We are not renaming this channel. This channel is staying the same exact way it is. You can probably start to tell where I'm going. And we said, okay, well, you want to do the news. You don't want to do a YouTube channel. And we started to break it down. You could have a Twitter. You could have an Instagram and a Facebook. You don't need to have a YouTube. You could just have those things. And we finally brought it down to the point I'm going to tell you now. There's a second brand coming to the Magical News Live brand. It's going to be a whole separate thing while Magical News Live is still about Disney. Magical News Live is always about Disney. There will always be weekly streams on this channel. Nothing is changing about this channel. You'll still see me on here as much as you do. But starting today, there is going to be a new face on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. YouTube coming one day, not now because I'm not that quite ready to do YouTube, called, you guessed it, Universal News Live. So on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all the links are already in the description. I put them in there about a few minutes before we started so nobody could get some ideas. Is something called Universal News Live. It is a Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram dedicated to the news at Universal. I do not want to have another YouTube channel right this second, but I thought Twitter is pretty easy to manage, and Instagram, I could post updates there too. So just as LSU Mom put, and I'll put it right up here, there is a new brand called Universal News Live. And when I was coming up with the name for it, I was like, well, why don't I just call it what this is, Magical News Live versus Universal News Live? And while I keep also getting messages, while I said, okay, you're all probably wondering, why don't you just put Universal on this channel? That's what a lot of Disney YouTubers do. They put their Universal stuff on their Disney channel. That's not something I want to do because I am a Disney fan at heart. I've always loved Disney. I've always enjoyed doing stuff at Disney. But if I wanted to dive into the world of Universal, I want to have a second thing for it. So I was also thinking, well, I could stream at Universal. Not quite, because there's a lot of things you cannot stream at Universal. So I don't really know how to make that work. So if you would all do me a huge favor, you can go follow those in the description. On Twitter, it's at UNIV, Univ News Live. On Instagram, it's at UNIV News Live. And there's a new Facebook group. There's a page, but that's not quite set up yet. That is called Universal News Live Hub. It's all going to be where I'm going to post a bunch of things about Universal. Of course, for those of you who are like, well, you're probably just going to leave your Disney stuff. No, we're not leaving the Disney stuff. Disney is staying where it is on this channel. So Universal News Live, that's the big announcement. There are a few other things I'm going to talk about in this stream, but Universal News Live is, of course, the big one. If you guys have any questions, because I do want to answer your questions throughout this, let me know in the chat. Awesome. So for those of you who are starting to follow on Instagram and Twitter, I am getting a ton of those notifications now. I do appreciate that. So if you guys want to, you can go follow right now on Twitter and Instagram at UNIV News Live. I couldn't do Universal News Live because the name's too long for both of them, I think. So I just had to shorten it to UNIV, Univ News Live. There are things that I think, and I'll be honest with you, as many Universal and Disney fans both would, there are things that Universal does better than Disney. I'm sorry. I think that one of the things that I've always said is their security process. Universal security process, I personally believe, is much better than Disney's. Disney could take a lot of advice from Universal. At the time of recording, I should say, because I know Disney's exploring new things, Universal security process is much better than Disney. I personally believe. There are also a few other things I think Universal does do better than Disney. Of course, Disney does many things better than Universal, I should say. If you have to go leave the stream to go follow those social media outlets, you can do that. We're not going to dive into a new subject right away. We're going to talk about the Universal stuff for a little bit. I'm confused. Will there be Universal videos on this channel? This channel, Magical News Live, is strictly Disney. There will be no Universal stuff on this channel. If you want to go follow me at UNIV News Live on Twitter and Instagram, and Universal News Live Hub on Facebook, if you want to send a request, I'll be accepting those a little bit later. And that's where you can find the Universal stuff. And just like Universal News Live, there will be no Disney stuff over there. So that's what's going on. That's what we got going on. That was the big announcement. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, and thank you once again to those of you who are going over there to follow it. I do see many of you going over there right now. I do appreciate that. Will there ever be Universal streams on the other platforms? There might be streams on Instagram. There might be I do have a YouTube channel set up for it. I'm just not publicizing that right now because I don't know exactly how I would do Universal streams on there. Maybe I'll do Universal vlogs one day. But yeah, that's kind of that, if you will. But stick around, guys. I know you're all probably like, okay, that was the news. I have to leave. Stick around because there are a few more updates, if you will, that I did want to share. So strictly Disney. So Nick on YouTube will just be Disney. Other Universal on other platforms. Exactly. So yeah. So basically, I'll give you the short end of the stick now. Magical News Live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter is Disney. That's Magical News Live everywhere, Disney. Universal News Live on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram is strictly Universal. So there's two kind of strictlies, if you will. The Bones are now hitchhiking with Nick to Universal. That's awesome. And thank you, Emily, for posting all that information there. I will have the Nightbot doing that next time. Although if I set it up this time, it would have just put it in there before I could have even talked about it. And all those links are in the description once again. What else? So another thing I wanted to bring up. So that's the Universal. We'll go back to that in just a little bit, but I don't want to hold everybody who has stuff to do. We've already been talking for about 20 minutes, which is crazy. And here goes Donna already with her moderated messages. I love that. Thank you, Donna. So yeah. And for those of you who are thinking the name is Univ News Live, it is actually Universal News Live. I just can't make the whole name on any username. It's too much. Tanya, thank you so much. And speaking of Tanya, who's in here, thank you so much for the congratulations. Tanya is going to be on an interview with me tomorrow. So I will be having 2 streams this weekend. I usually do not do stuff like this where I have 2 streams in one weekend. But in order to have the announcement and have an interview this week, and plus with Tanya's schedule, it worked even better actually for me. So we are going to have 2 streams this weekend. One today, obviously right now, and one tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern with Tanya, that crazy Disney lady. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to schedule that as soon as we end here. In the Universal chats for other streamers, you will still see me as Magical News Live, at least for right now. But yeah, I'm very excited to embark on this new brand with Universal News Live. And listen, I did see you said, do we get notifications? There we go. The same way. If you could elaborate on that, I don't know what you mean by exactly notifications. If you want to, you can sign up for notifications on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, exactly. Although I am closer, I'll tell you, I am closer to I'm closer to Disney than Universal. I'm a little closer to Disney. So obviously when Disney opens up and it's safe to do so, I will for sure be doing a lot of Disney content on this channel and, of course, Universal content on Universal News Live. What do you think about this Florida ban for people from New Jersey and New York? Especially, well, I'll keep it short and sweet because I don't want to get into any debates or anything, but especially with our numbers going up in Florida, I think we want to keep it as safe as possible right now. And yes, Instagram does give notifications. There's some way, if you go to like the 3 dots, I think, or if you look it up, like Instagram notifications, there is a way to get notifications on Instagram. And I appreciate everybody with those kind comments. Absolutely. So another piece of news, which is kind of a sad piece of news. It's not something I wanted to announce, but of course with Disney canceling the Halloween parties, it is something I do have to share with you guys. We do a fundraiser stream every year called the VBF Give Back Night, where monetization, where I get paid through ads, and super chats are turned off. You can't join through those. And we donate, you guys can donate to these organizations. Obviously, the Halloween party was canceled. So this is not the way I wanted to announce this, but I'm going to announce it anyway because I just think I have to talk about it. We were planning for 2 fundraiser streams this year. I didn't want to announce it like, oh, these are canceled. So now I have to tell you, but I wanted to make a big announcement. But now we have to, I have to tell you this way. We were planning for 2 fundraiser streams this year, not 1, 2. We were planning for 1 with the Vascular Birthmarks Foundation like we do every year. And we were planning a brand new event with Give Kids the World. I know a lot of people work with Give Kids the World on their YouTube channels. I really do love what they do over there. And I thought if I could be a part of that and bring more people over to their cause, I would absolutely love to. So I did contact Give Kids the World. We were in contact for a little bit, but now with the village being closed and a lot of the staff being furloughed, it is very hard to get over to them. So I have no clue when that's going to happen this year. Fingers crossed they do open up as soon as possible, safely, of course. But these are my plans for fundraiser streams for this year. Obviously, Halloween party's off. We can't do that anymore. My original plan, in case you guys wanted to know, was September 1st, do a fundraiser stream for Give Kids the World, and then not a Very Merry party in November for VBF. So we were going to do 2 parties and double the fun, double the, if you will, double the charity raising, if you will. So obviously, Not So Scary canceled. Can't do it on September 1st. My new plan is to do it from a Christmas party because they said Christmas parties are up in the air. I don't think Christmas parties are going to happen, but if in the unlikely event they do, which, I mean, anything will happen at this point. In the unlikely event that the Christmas parties happen, we will be doing them during 2 Christmas parties because I do like to do them during special ticketed events. Assuming Christmas parties don't happen, which is what I'm personally planning on, we are going to have no choice but to do them during 2 separate park days. I'm going to try to do them during 1 week, I think. One for Give Kids the World, assuming I can get over to them and their village is open. We might have to delay that to next year. I'm still trying to figure out when I can get over to somebody with their village open because my rep over there, they're kind of shutting down their services, so it's very hard to get over to them. I was actually in contact with them right before they closed about the event, and then, yeah, all this stuff happened. So if assuming no Christmas party, so okay, I'll say it this way. No Halloween parties. We're moving down to if there's a Christmas party. We're going to do them both there. If there's no Christmas party, we're going to move down to just regular park days. It's nothing. I don't like to do them during regular park days because it's more crowded. I think the parties are more fun, but hey, it's for charity, so we're going to work it out that way for sure. Awesome. I'm holding on for hope for Very Merry too. I don't personally believe it's going to happen, but of course, we're going to wait and see. And for those of you just joining in, if you'd like to follow us at Universal News Live, at UNIV News Live on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you also want to go to Facebook, we have Universal News Live Hub group. You can join there. All those links are in the description if you need to take a second out to go do those. Awesome. Alyssa Neal said, don't be too upset about the Halloween party. No parade, no fireworks, etc. How could Disney charge people for admission? And this is what I was talking to somebody else about. I said, we actually had tickets for opening night and Halloween night. And the tickets for Halloween night were about $149, give or take, a piece. And how could Disney have you come for $149 to not have fireworks, not have parades, not have character meet and greets, probably limited the trick-or-treating? You know, there's just, for that price, there's no reason to have people come. So it's crazy. It's, what can we do? But yeah, so that's the update on the fundraiser streams. We're still kind of planning them. I also want to give an update on park streaming because, of course, this is the Disney side of the channel, so I want to talk about Disney stuff for a little bit. If the parks open on July 11th, which obviously you're all probably like, well, they're opening because Disney said they're opening. Anyway, assuming they open because our cases are spiking in Florida and we really have no clue anymore. Assuming they open, assuming they do, we are going to try to stream at the parks, not right away though, because I want to let the crowd somewhat die down. I know it's, you know what I mean? It's really difficult. with the new world we're in, where we can't just go one day and stream like we used to. So now we have to get a reservation, which hopefully is very easy. But yeah, it's a different point of view, if you will, if that makes any form of sense. Let's hope that things get better in the near future. That's possibly what Disney's watching. That's what I'm hoping. Go to Disney Springs and do another Beverly Challenge. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun for sure. So yeah, we are, as I said earlier, we're thinking about the fundraiser streams. We're trying to figure out how we can do those. But yeah, it's kind of a new normal we're working through in the streaming world. And for those of you who just did miss it as well, Tanya, that crazy Disney lady, will be on for an interview tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. It's a little bit of a later. Today we're earlier, tomorrow we're later. So, yeah. I'm hoping things get better. I really do. Our cases, we're reaching every day a new record high of cases per day in Florida. And now they're requiring masks in Orange County in any public space. So it's definitely interesting situation for sure. Awesome. Yeah, we're hoping it passes soon. That's what we're very, very much hoping. That's all we can hope for. I'm trying to think of what else, because I know obviously the Universal thing, that was the big thing. And we have, let's see. So we have Universal, we have the fundraiser streams. Yeah, thank you. It's Joey's World. I'm looking forward to it. So as I said earlier, Universal News Live is going to be a social media kind of platform. The Disney is going to be everything, if that makes sense. And that's what I was kind of gonna say more, that there are restrictions of the number of people. So yeah, we're working through it. We're getting there. We'll get there for sure. Awesome. John Morgan said this is all a bad dream. It is. I wish it was all a bad dream. Maybe we just all have not woken up yet. You want to talk to us about more cooking shows with Donna, right? And that's a good question, actually. So Donna and I were talking, and our cooking stream, or technically hers, because I did the stream, she did the cooking, did very well. It blew out of the park with how well we both personally thought it was going to do worse than it did. And we were very surprised at what you guys all thought, many positive feedback and comments. So we want to do another one. I think I speak for Donna as well when I say we want to do another one. We are not sure quite when, hopefully soon, but we do want to do another one and make it some form of a Disney snack or food or dessert or whatever we can do. We definitely do want to make another Disney food. It's going to be a lot of fun when we hopefully can here in the near future. And if you guys have any recipe suggestions, you can absolutely comment them after the stream ends, or message them to me or Donna or anybody else. Well, I guess just me or Donna, because anybody else wouldn't really work. You can message them to us, and we love searching for recipes, because a lot of the recipes we search for, we just say, no, we can't do that. We can't do this. Like, there's reasons we can't do anything really. John Morgan, $5 super sticker. You're too kind, John. Thank you so much. Now I got to pull up on my phone to see like what the little animation is. Keep it up with the pear character doing the weights. It doesn't show it on here for some reason, but John, thank you so much for your $5 super sticker. I really do appreciate that. You're awesome, John. I do appreciate that very much. But yeah, we still have 72 people watching. We aren't going to go on forever. We might go for about 10 more minutes. I didn't want to keep it too long. You should do a delivery service. We can try Donna's amazing cooking. That's up to Donna. If she wants to get out on the road and deliver her cooking, I say we could open a restaurant. I say we could even open up a restaurant and film it. And yeah. Can you tackle those zebra domes? Ooh, that would be really good. Donna says she'd be willing to try that. And by the way, for those of you who do not know, and I hope Donna does not mind me saying this, it's not nothing bad, but that was Donna's first time making spring rolls, and they were very good for her first time. She had no hesitations, no, no like, oh, did I do that wrong? Did I do this wrong? And that was her very first time. So good for you, Donna. But as I said earlier, Donna's Diner. That's a great name. Hashtag Donna's Diner. But as I said earlier, if you'd like to go follow on social media for Universal News Live after the stream ends, you can feel free to do that. And we're looking forward to being able to interact with you guys on there as well, via Twitter and Instagram and all that jazz. It's something I've been planning for a little while, especially with Universal opening before Disney. So Donna is a food influencer. Does this mean another brand? People have asked her to start well, Donna does have a channel. People have asked her to do cooking streams on her channel. Maybe one day she'll have to do a cooking stream on her channel if she's up for that kind of thing. Also, for those of you who do not know Samantha, in our chats at Samantha Lowe, if you want to go check out her channel, she is currently doing a full makeover or revamp, if you will, of her channel. It's Samantha Lowe. I don't know if a mod would be so kind to drop it in the chat, her link. But she is currently doing makeover, redo of her channel, where she is updating a lot of her thumbnails. She's updated her channel banner. So if you guys want to go check out Sam's channel, it's not quite done either, too. I know she still has some work to do because there is a lot of it, but yeah. And Wendy, it is the Facebook page is technically a group. I use Facebook groups more than pages, where you guys can also interact on there too. And my Magical News Live Facebook hub group, the one for Disney, is also, you guys can talk on there too. You can post stuff. You just have to make sure it's on the topic of Disney and it's family friendly, because yeah, we had someone that didn't really think it was family friendly of a page, which we had to take care of. Mom Resort TV1 and Dad Resort TV1 welcoming Jane and Jerry. So the new Universal page is called Universal News Live Hub, and I already have gotten many notifications that you guys have requested, which is awesome. And if you guys want to, even share it out to your friends and say, hey, if you know a Universal person, hey, this person's going live from Universal. And speaking of Universal, Resort TV1 will be live from Universal tonight at 4 p.m. Actually, I guess later this afternoon. Not really tonight, but you get it tonight, 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, go subscribe to Donna. Absolutely. Donna, if their recipes available at Knott's Berry Farm, speaking of other theme parks, have wonderful fried chicken. Oh, that would be pretty good. Donna usually picks the recipes, and then I just say, yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Nick's adopted grandparents here. That's funny. Yeah, so we're probably in a little bit going to start wrapping it up. Now, I do want to see if anybody's live that I could send you all to, because I like to do that type of thing where I just send you guys over to different channels and let them know that I sent you on over, which we will do because I see a few people live right now. But yes, I'm a professional taste tester. I do like taste testing things, for sure. And I saw someone ask in the chat earlier, because what's funny with streaming is I see everything in the chat, but then my mind just circles back to it. I see every message. I just can't, I can't read every one of them out loud. It's impossible. But I read one of them and it gets stuck in the back of my mind, and then I shoot it out again. But someone asked if I've watched the Harry Potters. Yes, I have. Actually, yesterday I finished the last Harry Potter, which I would say that was probably my favorite. A lot of action happened in that one. So I've watched all the Harry Potters. I'm a big fan of it. I really do like those movies. But yeah, I did watch all of the Harry Potters. And Alyssa and Neil said, hearts in the channel for Nick. He's been a shining light of an example, doing the right thing during this difficult time. I really do appreciate that, Alyssa and Neil. You guys are awesome too. I always love seeing the chats. I try. I try. I'm not perfect, but I do try. Yeah, I do try my best. I'm not perfect, but hey, if you try, it's better than nothing. But as we start to wind down, because I do not want to be on here for Harry Potter books are better, movies are good though. I've not read the books. Maybe one day I would do that. I just have watched the movies. I've not read the books though. Do you like Star Wars? I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan. I keep getting told by everybody, you have to watch the movie. You have to watch the movies. I do want to watch the Star Wars movies soon. I know they're on Disney Plus, thankfully, so you don't have to buy every single one of them like I did have to do with Harry Potter. So yeah. And thank you for your hearts. I really do appreciate that. And Donna said to go follow Universal News Live everywhere. And I do appreciate that as well. But as we start to wind down, and I am going to send you guys to another stream to watch, do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any feedback, comments, concerns? Do you have any orders for Donna to make you any dinner tonight? Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback in the chat before we start to wind down. If you are watching this on the replay, definitely leave me a comment in the chat because I love to respond to your comments. Awesome. Harry Potter books are 1,000%. That's a pretty big percent better than the movies. So it's off to Universal for Nick. Wands at the ready. Yeah. And I actually do have a wand as well. I did do the wand. I keep saying I accidentally tried to say built a wand like the lightsabers at Disney. But no, I did the wand experience. It was actually it was a fun experience, and it wasn't that expensive. I mean, it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't super duper expensive like the lightsabers. I'm yet to do the lightsabers, and mainly because of the price. I don't know if I would want to spend $200 on one of those types of things. So yeah. But what else? There was something else I was going to say. So yeah, for those who missed it, there's a new brand called Universal News Live, which is a Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. That's where a bunch of Universal things are going to go. And right now, Magical News Live is staying Disney. And that's the one thing I really wanted to stress is that Magical News Live will never be going away. I never anticipate it to be going away or changing. Sam says, we need to go to Universal soon. I want to ride Hagrid's again. Hagrid's is a very fun coaster. And listen, you'll say, everyone, our son Robbie will be relocating to Animal Kingdom at the entry stores. Bye, studios. Please say hi to him. If we do see him, we really hope we do. We will definitely say hey to him. And it does give us a reason to go to Animal Kingdom because we have not been Animal Kingdom. We usually don't go to Animal Kingdom as much as we do at the other parks. So it does give us a reason now to go to Animal Kingdom. Do you anticipate a new YouTube channel at some point? One point down the road. Not quite ready for that quite yet, but one point down the road, I'd love to do a YouTube channel for Universal in some capacity. I do have a channel actually created for it, so I guess if you do some digging, you might be able to find it as a channel. There's just nothing on it, of course. Yeah, absolutely. How long have you been doing Magical News Live, Nick? I've been doing Magical News Live for coming up, and it's ridiculous too, on 3 years. It's coming up on 3 years. It's really crazy. It feels like I just started it yesterday. I remember when I created the channel and everything. Really, I do. It's coming up in 3 years. All I know is everything Donna posts on Instagram of the food she cooks looks delicious. It does. She makes very good food. And she made this fudge yesterday. Oh, it's so good. Donna, I had a piece of fudge today too. It's amazing. I really do like the food Donna does make. But all good things have to come to an end. So, of course, the stream will have to come to an end. I appreciate everybody, of course, always supporting the channel. And even this is the other thing I wanted to say. Even if you don't like Universal, because there's people who don't like Disney, don't like Universal. There's people, come on. In life, you have to say there's something you don't like. So some people might not like Universal, but I'm running the page if you want to go support me as well. That's a good way to look at it. But another channel in our community whose names are Brandy and Dave. I see Brandy and Gigi on there right now. They are live, and I want to send all of you over to them. So if a mod could do me a favor, fudge recipe, Donna, you got to give your fudge recipe now. If a mod could do me a favor, post their stream link in the chat. I want everyone to go on over there and say, let's say, what are they making? California. Say, add us. This is what I want you guys to say. I love doing these things too. They're so much fun. So say this. I'm going to type in the chat. Say this to them. Say, add us to your Cali reservation because they're doing a California Grill brunch stream. MagicalNewsLIVE sent us. So go in Brandy and Dave's chat. They're awesome people. Go tell them that MagicalNewsLIVE sent us. Say, add us to your Cali reservation. MagicalNewsLIVE sent us. If Ahmad could do me a favor and post Brandy and Dave's link, I would really, really appreciate that. And go you can even copy and paste it if you can do that. Say, add us to your Cali reservation. MagicalNewsLIVE sent us. Thank you so much to everybody who's been here. If you can do me a favor, as I said earlier, go into Brandy and Dave's stream. Do let them know I sent you. They have a very good channel. I highly recommend them. But say, add us to your Cali reservation. MagicalNewsLIVE send us. I want them to know that I did send you guys over. So thank you so much for joining, everybody. Be sure to go follow Universal News Live. There are links in the description if you missed it, right under the social media links for Disney. Go over to Brandy and Dave. Let them know I sent you. And if you're watching this on the replay, you can go watch Brandy and Dave on the replay. And as always, remember, one little spark of inspiration is at the heart of all creation. I will see everybody real soon. Thank you for your constant support. Head on over to Brandy and Dave. I will be in their chat in just a minute. And I'll see you all next time. Tomorrow at 4:30, there will be an interview with that crazy Disney lady, Tanya. It is going to be a lot of fun. See you all tomorrow at 4:30. Have a great day, everybody.